Throughout history, there have been countless unexplainable stories, events, and moments captured on audio. These horrifying tapes were archived, never to be heard again. Until now. These are the tapes of trepidation. Tape number 61. Regret on a Lonely Road. I can't tell you how many times I found myself driving these back roads at night. Hell, I grew up on these roads. Long drives with friends. Awkward dates that ended with us sitting under the stars. I even drove a car for the first time right here on this road. There were so many times I used these roads as an escape from reality. No matter what was going on. It wasn't anything some good tunes and a long drive couldn't fix, you know? I do my best thinking when the cool night air is hitting my face and the smell of the countryside takes over my senses. I suppose it's fitting that I found myself out here tonight. That I drove from our place in a fog, without even realizing where I was going. It makes sense that on the night when everything went so wrong, I retreated to the roads that feel like home. Home. Something that no longer exists for me. They say home is where the heart is. But what if the person who holds your heart is no longer your home? Damn. Just saying it out loud makes it so real. 8 wonderful years. That's how long we've been together. I was her home, and she was mine. We dealt with so much in such little time. It's no wonder we became so bonded. Losing both your sets of parents in the first 2 years of a relationship has gotta be a real make or break type situation. And for us, well, it made us. We faced it all together, and any other challenges life threw our way. Through it all, her smile, patience, and grace kept me alive. Her love kept me alive. I don't know how I would have ended up without her. I don't even want to think about it. But I guess I'm gonna have to now. I've heard people say that feelings can fade with time. That it's so easy to drift apart. And even if 2 people have a love that burns with a passion so bright it's blinding to some, that love can slowly snuff out. Even if you both can't imagine your life without the other. It doesn't mean you're destined to be together forever. They were crazy. No way, not us. The love that we have is different. It's not like others. What we have is so much stronger than that. She isn't just the love of my life. She is my life. My reason for waking up in the morning, my inspiration to keep going whenever I fall. She is the voice that brings calm to my darkest thoughts, the hands that help me when I can't lift myself. When I am lost and can't find my way. She is the light that guides me. She is my home. So when she sat me down and took me by the hand to tell me that I'm no longer hers, it broke me. My world came crashing down, shattering into a million pieces. The heartache was like a speeding train heading towards me, and I could do nothing to get out of its way. I just sat there and wept. God, how I wept. I know she was just as upset as I was. I could hear it in her voice, see it in her eyes. The eyes that I'd looked into every day and expressed my love to were now filled with tears as they broke me. But even in the worst moment of what was our life together, she handled it with the same grace, passion, and understanding she always had. God, how I love her. She comforted me, trying to explain how it wasn't my fault, that she needed to learn who she was without me. I understood. Of course I did. We were just kids when we fell in love and our worlds turned upside down. Now, she needed to truly know herself. And it needed to be without me. As hard as it is, I get it. I do. I just wish that was all she had to tell me. She didn't want me to hear about it from anyone but her. There was someone else. She claimed that it happened by accident, that she would never go looking for anything outside of our life together. But a new coworker made her feel something she realized she hadn't felt from me in a long time. And this made her realize that she couldn't be with me anymore, that she needed to know who she was, that the feelings she was having for this man confused her so much because she knew she loved me. And it's making her second guess who she is as a person. This destroyed me. Any sense of togetherness I had left went up like a house on fire, and I blacked out with rage. I said things to the woman I love more than anything else in this life that I'm glad I don't remember. Horrible things. God, all I can remember is seeing the tears that formed in her eyes as the darkness took hold of me. I have never in my life felt regret like I do now for how I hurt her. I'm so ashamed of myself. I'd give anything to take it back. But some things just can't be taken back. No matter how much you wish it could be. Please believe me when I tell you, I never in a million years would ever fly off the handle like that on her. I've always kept my rage in check. I mean, fuck, she's never given me a reason to get upset with her until now. I would never hurt her. Growing up with an abusive father who beat the shit out of you and your mother, you learn to control these things. I promised myself I'd never turn out like that piece of shit. Especially not after he took my mother from me. Right before he took himself. The fucking coward. She never held my past against me. And whenever I had doubts about myself being a good man, she would always remind me, "You are not your father," she would say while wrapping her arms around me or gently taking my hand in hers. I swore I would never be like that man. But my actions tonight have proved me wrong. Looking at my rearview mirror, I don't even recognize the man who looks back. Who was I without her? What would I do now? Knowing that the words I spewed at her with hate-filled fury would never be able to be taken back. Would she even hear me out if I had the opportunity? I don't know if I have the strength to face her again. To see that look of fear and terror in her eyes as I yelled. I'm on this road, as I no longer have a home. But I can't keep driving forever. Well, that's as good of a sign as I'll get. It's time I deal with the aftermath of my actions. None of this is her fault. The blame lies solely with me. I just wish I could hold her one last time and tell her I'm sorry. That I understand. But I'll never get that chance. All the regret I hold within myself on this dark, lonely road can't change what I've done. I just want to be able to look her in the eyes one last time and tell her how sorry I am for everything. And from what I've taken away from her. I'm sorry. I guess I'm a lot more like that piece of shit than I'd like to admit. Oh, I really shouldn't laugh. But at least now he can't ever. After all, there's no way he can give her his heart. Because it's sitting on my fucking dashboard. This has been tape number 61, Regret on a Lonely Road, by the Tapes of Trepidation Horror Narration Podcast. Regret on a Lonely Road was written by TJ Hodder. Narration, production, and sound design for this episode was by TJ Hodder. Music for this episode was provided by CO.AG, with a link to their YouTube channel in the show notes. Additional sound design for this episode was provided by Everyday Cinematic, with a link to their YouTube channel in the show notes. Any other additional credits can be found in the show notes. The Tapes of Trepidation theme was written by the incredible J.M. Scherf. All logos, banners, overlays, and graphic design work was provided by the talented Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. If you have a story you would like to submit, or a question regarding the show, please contact us at tapesoftrepidation@gmail.com. Support the show by subscribing and leaving a rating on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, your favorite podcatcher, or like and subscribe on YouTube. And be sure to tell your friends. Word of mouth is extremely helpful to a podcast like this one. And check us out on social media through the link tree in the show notes. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. We have a lot of fun on Discord, and it's definitely the best way to keep up with everything that goes on with Tapes of Trepidation. So come hang out with us. And if you'd like to support the show a little more, consider joining the Tapes of Trepidation Patreon. With for as little as $5 a month, you can gain access to monthly bonus short story / micropasta narrations, the weekly behind-the-scenes podcast within the archive, and more. There's hours of content in the backlog right now, with much more coming. So there's never been a better time to join the Tapes of Trepidation Patreon than there is right now. So what are you waiting for? Come, join us, and become trapped within the archive. Just like my current patrons, Neil Skarupa of Neurotic Voice, Doozer Pindan, Ronan Komori, Eric Phones, Patrick Stewart, Madam Strangeways, and Dr. Torment. Thank you all so much for the support. All content used on Tapes of Trepidation is either original, used with permission, or is available on your Creative Commons share-alike license. All rights reserved unless otherwise stated. Licensing information can be found in the show notes. This podcast and its content may not be redistributed or rebroadcasted without the express written consent of Tapes of Trepidation and the story's author. Thank you so much for listening.